mean, the prize was amazing, the belt's amazing, but for me, I want to fight. You know, I loved fighting 4 times last year. The year before that, I fought 3 times. The year before that, I fought 4 times. So I've always been a really active fighter. I've always been that type of person that's in the gym all the time. So for me, that's why I've always got better and better, because I live in here. I walked through everyone last year, so I need to find someone that's going to give me a good competition. They can't give me someone that's, you know, just kind of signed to the PFL and not really had that much experience, because it doesn't make sense. I've just beat Santos very easily. If I'd had a 5-round war with Santos, there would have been a few more people in there that would have been more of a match, but I walked through it.
Dakota Dangerous Ditcheva might sound cocky, but she's just being honest. She's walked through every woman in her path. Her 90% knockout ratio speaks for itself.
My dad didn't do any kind of martial arts or anything. For me, being a female in the sport, it's been nice to have my mum being the one that's been through everything, you know. I'm not bothered about going to the floor. I want, like, to stay stood up. I think that's what the fans like more. Like, jiu-jitsu is boring, so in a fight, you know, I like it. I like to train it, but it is very boring. Do you know me? I go right from the first bell, so I'm going to be going full guns blazing. My mum's gym is based in Sale, Manchester. It's called Northern Spirit Muay Thai. Anybody is welcome to go and train there. I know you guys ask all the time for me to do, like, training videos and things like that, and when I'm in camp, I'm not really allowed to do that. I don't really show too much of my training.
Dakota Ditcheva's mother was a pioneer in women's MMA at a time when the sport was far from popular for female fighters. She holds an impressive record of 19 wins and just 3 losses, and was a 2-time world kickboxing super flyweight champion, as well as super bantamweight Muay Thai world champion.
My mum never did MMA, but just martial arts in general for females has grown so much, you know. Back when she was fighting, she fought at like different weight categories just to get the female fights, and it was really difficult for her. You know, she didn't get many opponents and stuff, and now to see me kind of in a tournament full of girls and now fighting for the UFC title, you know, things like that is amazing.
I just look back and think, gosh, if I had the knowledge back then what I have now as a coach, I'd be something else as a fighter.
The passing of that knowledge on to her daughter is what makes her so dangerous. Her ultimate goal is to one day bring home the UFC title to her mother.
People speak so highly of her, and for me to carry in them footsteps and do the same thing would make me proud.
Dakota tends to keep most of her training off camera to avoid giving away too much to future opponents. Her fighting style is heavily influenced by Muay Thai kickboxing, featuring brutal elbows, powerful knees, and long-range kicks.
Most feminine people ever. She's beautiful. She's a gorgeous woman. She looks like a model. It has nothing to do with men beating each other up. It has nothing to do with brutishness. It has to do with high-level problem solving with dire physical consequences. But the early days were interesting because, like, you know, there was a lot of people disparaging women fighting, including Dana White.
When are we going to see women in the UFC, man?
Never.
Never? Never?
Yeah, some people get disturbed watching women get bloodied up. That's a big one for some folks. It feels different. Obviously, I'm a big fan of women fighting, but when I watch a big cut on a woman, it feels different. It's so hard for people to not get emotional when they get hit. It's a very bad way to react in a fight, to fight with emotions, because you expose yourself. You leave yourself open for counters. You miss your rhythm. You're not as deceptive. You're too obvious in your pattern, and so many times you get hit a lot more. Yeah, it's a big problem with fighters. The smart thing to do is to fight with correct technique and with a correct strategy, meaning you have an understanding of how to execute best. It's not to just wade in and let bombs fly. It's you have to be very precise in your tactics. You got to be very smart.
Like, I still feel like I haven't hit the top of the flyweight world division yet. You know, I've conquered PFL. But
when is Dakota Ditcheva going to the UFC?
I think people now, with me beating Tyler Santos, they want to see like what else I'm capable of, so it's got to be something more.
Women want to be equal. And believe me when I tell you, women have proved here that they are equal. They have absolutely proven themselves, and people love the women's fights. These women become big stars.
You could be the face of women's MMA. You're on that path. It's there.
It just scares me a little bit, you know, that people are putting all this faith in me. Although I know I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to be the face of female MMA. I know that's one of my goals, you know, to inspire and things like that. And I want to be the best, but it can be daunting at times that I've kind of got all this kind of media and stuff like that on me. But, you know, it's all coming at the right time.
Basically kind of said that I thought the PFL was coddling this person, they were hiding her, all this stuff. Dakota Ditcheva, man, she proved me absolutely wrong. She is she's fire. That girl she is good. She's mean. She's nasty. She goes after people. She doesn't get decisions. She's knocking people out. She is making them quit. She is the breakout fighter. I was like, oh, she's going to get exposed. Nope. The only thing that got exposed was my stupidity. I look at her performances. I'm like, God damn, when she fought Santos in the PFL championships, she just annihilated her. This is a fighter that many people thought beat, Shevchenko. And I'll tell you what, right now, I'm not too sure that Shevchenko is the best 125er there is. Hey, man, she goes after people. She is nasty. Everything with people saying, oh, take her to the ground. They can't keep her down. She gets up. Yeah. She knows what she's doing, and I've seen her take shots. She doesn't back down. And man, her knees inside, her kicks, everything, she's going to be around for a long time. You allow her to elbow because, man, her elbows in that final fight, which she was allowed to throw, devastating. And so she wasn't allowed to use any of those throughout that whole tournament and stuff. She is absolutely someone that people are going to be watching for a long time.
My ambitions are just to be number one, to be the best in the world. So if that means fighting other people from a different organisation, then I'll do that. Fire's already there, I don't need any extra motivation to get in there and try and kill someone, for sure. And that's just like the person that I am when I get in there. It's kill or be killed for me. So I just kind of get in the cage and prove to myself that they're all just talkers. Yeah. I never know what I'm going to get a stoppage with. I just work so many different things and just trying to get better all the time that, I'm able to go in and kind of pull something new out the bag. Calling me Barbie is not an insult. That's what I like to show about my fighting and the fact that I have a different side to me. So, yeah, whatever.
Dakota Ditcheva is one of the most talked about names in MMA right now. And for good reason. She's unlike any other female fighter in the game. She doesn't sport tattoos or talk trash. Instead, she's a well-mannered, sweet young woman who enjoys dressing up and shopping. It's as if she has two sides, a girly girl outside the cage and an absolute beast inside it. Once that cage door closes, she transforms into someone entirely different, dangerous, relentless, and dominant. At just 26 years old, Ditcheva is already an undefeated PFL champion with victories over 5 former UFC fighters. She appears to have conquered everything the PFL has to offer and is now simply waiting for her contract to expire in 2026, eyeing a move to the UFC. Coming from a proud fighting family, she's determined to carry on her mother's legacy, and she's still improving. Make no mistake, Dakota Ditcheva is a serious problem for every woman in MMA. You're looking at the future face of women's mixed martial arts. Hit like on the video if you agree, and let me know, do you think she is ready for the UFC competition?